today some delicious spicy onion jam sausage rolls. Let's do it. So to make these unbelievable sausage rolls, we're going to want some red onion. Cut your red onions in half, remove the skins, and you want to dice up the onion fairly fine. Once you've done this, pop it into a bowl, and then we want a frying pan. Pop the pan on a medium heat, add a splash of olive oil, chuck in the onions, and season with salt and pepper. And you want to start by sweating down the onions. And while they're ticking away, we want the spicy element to the sausage rolls, some lovely fresh chilies. So chop the tops off the chilies and then dice them up fairly fine, leaving in the seeds. These will give the sausage rolls a lovely kick and works great with the sweetness. Chop your diced chilies into a bowl, and then we want some fresh parsley. Take a good handful of the parsley and spend a minute to dice it up really nice and fine. And as with the chilies, into a bowl and stick them to one side. And at this point, the chilies go into the pan with the onions, and next we want some sugar. So scatter in a fairly generous amount of the sugar, enough to basically coat all of the onions and the chili, caramelize, and then some balsamic vinegar. Add in a good splash of the vinegar, and then reduce this down until we have a nice, thick, sticky syrup. Add any more sugar or balsamic you need. We want the onions and chili to be really nice, thick and jammy, with some really bold, sweet, hot flavour. We want this to really cut through the richness of the sausage. And once you're done, pour your chili and onion jam out into a bowl and just allow this to cool down for 5 minutes before we pop it into the sausage roll mix. Preheat the oven to 180 degrees, and next it's time to prepare the sausage. So get some really good quality butcher's sausages, and you want to start by removing the skins. So cut down the sausage, remove the sausage meat, chuck away the skins, and then chuck the meat into a mixing bowl, and then you want to season. So add a good pinch of salt, a few twists of freshly ground black pepper. Once you've seasoned, we want some fennel seeds. So add a really nice pinch, and next smoked paprika. I like to use a teaspoon or two of the paprika, and lastly some fresh nutmeg. So grate in the nutmeg, add a really good pinch of the fresh parsley, and then get in there and give it a really good mashing up. Next, our spicy onion jam. So chuck some of that in, and you want to add enough so you see it running through the sausage roll mix, but not too much that it's really wet. And then get in there with your hands, give it a really good mixing up, and there we have our delicious sausage roll mix. The next step, we want to make a quick egg wash. So crack a good quality egg into a bowl, give it a good beating up with a fork, and then pop it to one side, ready to go. And we need some puff pastry. Lay the puff pastry onto a baking tray and then pop on your sausage mix. Spend a minute to shape the sausage as thick as you like, and then you want to brush one side of the pastry with the egg wash, fold over the other side of the pastry and roll it into a sausage roll. You can make it as thick or as thin as you like. The most important thing is to make sure it's fairly even right the way down. Tidy it up a little bit by cutting off the ends, and then you want to liberally brush the length of the sausage roll in the egg wash, and then sprinkle over some of your fennel seeds and a nice pinch of some sea salt, and now it's ready for the oven. So pop it in, and we want to bake this off for about 30 to 35 minutes until the pastry is beautiful golden brown and puffed up, and the sausage is beautiful, juicy and sweet. So after half an hour, get it out of the oven. You can enjoy it hot or cold. These are the most amazing sausage rolls. So all that's left to do is to get stuck in, give it a try, and I'll see you next time.